So anyway, I'm glad that we did this. I hope this is a format for you. I'm sure we'll be fine to apply. If you'll know by Monday, and stuff that it's going to be.
Yep.
And it's an important big deal. And I'm really amazed. I did not know, you know, because I called you to tell you what happened, and you're like, oh yeah, we already told you. Like, what, really? Oh my God, this is transparency you've been begging for.
I couldn't believe that all it was a pandemic for us to get some fucking transparency out of these pieces of shit.
Thank God for Wuhan, China, this Chinese virus, you know. Just remember, if you have any symptoms, you can ultraviolet dildo up your ass and be okay.
Oh my God. That's terrible. Jesus.
But, so there's the basis of the alpha plea. I hope everybody understands that. You take an alpha plea when you expressly tell the court that you're not guilty. You don't believe you're guilty, but you're trying to mitigate risk.
Right.
Hey guys, we're listening to a phone call between Pikes and Eric right now. That's happening live.
Auditing America had to take a plea.
We're also looking at inmates with no masks on.
Yep.
At the jail. Yes. 17 inmates tested positive this week. What do we have right here? Inmates with no masks.
Move on to the next thing, right? You can mitigate your damages.
None of these inmates out in this exercise yard have a mask on.
What am I facing for damages? Well, I think we all know
that guy might have just put one on. Might have just put his on. Oh, he's going back in. I'm wondering if they got told that they can take them off when they go out to the exercise yard, which is pretty much stupid because they closed down all the gyms to prevent everybody from transmitting each other's at gyms and whatnot. So these guys are allowed to come out here and exercise without these masks, and they got 17 positives this week alone. I see people without masks. That guy that just shot the ball, he has no mask on. The guy doing push-ups next to him, right there with no shirt on, he has no mask on. The guys inside, they look like they might have masks on, but these guys in the yard, no masks. The guy that was on the left side, that was out there, he had no mask.
Well, quick question. I'm sorry. Are you told that you don't have to wear a mask if you're out on the exercise yard?
No, as a matter of fact, we're expressly told you not to wear a mask in the exercise yard.
Well, that's where they're not wearing masks currently at this very moment, where Ghost Rider, your favorite news producer and mine, is out there recording. Yeah, of course.
Does he all day?
No, just he's pretty much. I think he went to eat dinner or something.
Yeah, to see if he came out. I hope that he had the opportunity to meet my friend Rustin Delphi.
He did.
I met many months ago, and it was really fantastic that I ended up on top of him.
He's been great.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he actually got an interview with Cut the Plastic, Ghost Rider, and Miss Janet Matson.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yep, his mother was there. It was a beautiful thing, man. I couldn't believe it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's fantastic. You've spoken with Laura on the phone, I understand.
Oh, yeah. I've spoken to his mom and him several times. I've live streamed a couple times that I talked to him, but we've talked without the live streams. You know, he has a really rough situation. So,
hey
he
guys,
did have a really rough situation.
we're listening to Pikes and Eric talk on the phone.
Situation, yeah. And I'll tell you right now, he's worked his own case very hard. He does mother and his brother way harder than his lawyers have. And you know, he is the shining example. That hearing the other day, not have gone the way that it did, is he won't work his own case. Like,
right.
He and his family are the ones that discovered the fact that the victim's account doesn't even appear in the list.
So we're listening to Eric talk from the jail right now to Pikes.
I think that the victim should be charged with making false statements. And the part that pisses me off the most is that the prosecution knew this at least ago.
Oh,
But they
wow.
held him on that $100,000 bond.
17 positive in the jail this week alone, guys.
Okay,
17.
that's because she can get that back.
They're
They had
testing
the
the
money,
inmates
they just
now.
couldn't wait to run on. Like, it's sat here for months and months and months. But anyway, I wanted to address this question of my plan to leave the country at some point. First of all, you don't just leave the country. So don't panic. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Another thing, if I were to leave the country, I would need to see myself. And I don't know if you guys realize how lazy I am. That's not going to happen unless I have a little nest egg.
Eric lazy? That's not true. I don't know where the records are, Frank. They tweeted it over an hour ago. 17 tested positive.
Right.
It's on the Jeffco page. I'd bring it up, but we're listening to Pikes and Eric right now. I'll bring it up in a bit. Go to the Jeffco sheriff page.
Tell you why.
Right.
Never going to meet it. Because her Belmain, and Charlie Belmain, had tens of thousands of dollars on my head. And if I had left them,
I'll bring it up for you, Frank, as soon as the phone call with Eric's over.
Alzheimer's blind husband become homeless.
It's on the Twitter page, though, where it's got the link. Jefferson County Sheriff.
Right.
And then finally, all of this work that I've done, all of this litigation, it's completely thrown out the window. It's just that ass. But I think that my own safety is going to require me to not be here when we find collapse in fashion. I will be assassinated. I will be executed very quickly. You don't keep people alive that could cause resistance. Bullets are flying. And I think it's flying. That doesn't mean that the activism stops. And when the dust settles, somebody's going to need to be there to help rebuild.
I agree. I think your brain, all of your knowledge that you have gathered over the last, I don't know, 100 years since you've been alive. I just
100 years.
I can still figure out.
He's younger than me, Pikes.
My. We need someone like you.
That is kind of a long-term plan, though. I mean, that is kind of the plan. I want the court to know my plan. I want the court and the public to know that
JD.
silence me.
Right, I agree.
You beat me into silence.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna mitigate my damages.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish my processes.
Yep.
And I don't know, if they come here from something further, I'll become one of them, and I don't want to leave. I don't know. I mean, it's 5 years is a long time. But you understand, if I'm just now filing litigation, I mean, it takes 5 years to complete those processes, or more. So don't be alarmed. And you haven't signed to give up on everybody. He's still podcast regular.
Right. He's putting videos out all the time. You know, he's still.
Yeah, exactly. And remember that I'm not safe here.
Yeah.
Now, it's a target on me. It's a big target.
I agree.
It's a big target. So I gotta hide myself in the basement until such time as I'm able to make up plans.
Well, with you then, I haven't gone public about some of the stuff that they've done in my personal life. They've pretty much cut me up, and they've done some things in some specific areas. And that's unfortunate, right? Because we put them in a place of power.
You just can't actually use it.
Right. Because when you do, that's when there's an issue. That's when people learn what they can do, and the police are actually at a disadvantage.
I think that their armor and their magic robes would have like some sort of fuse infused and would insulate them from bad words, at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, when you read these reports, when you read these letters, that they're sending to try and banish us from these. It's so draconian. And it's all because they didn't want to become douchebags. Those four tender things.
Right. They're
Those four tender things.
right. They're getting
on those
upset over
guys.
words. Nothing anyone has done has ever been violent in any way, shape,
They're
or form.
inside.
Right? And the only time I've ever gotten
No
violent.
masks on these guys.
Yeah, I had to.
Fuck a few people up.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Remember, you don't fuck with an old queen. You do not have to fight.
Oh my. There you go, Lacey. Thank you for posting that link for Eric to help get some commissary for him. And
I need phone time more than anything.
phone time, folks. If you want to.
Yeah, if you can deposit on the phone, I've got commissary covered. I got plenty of bitches in here. They all owe me.
Oh my gosh. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble for being the pod boss. Not
There ain't
good.
any women on this pod, but there sure be a lot of bitches.
Oh my. There are children listening to this podcast. Gosh. There are children listening. This is a PG-13 podcast.
It is?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't say the word fuck then.
There goes my ring.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
All right,
This
camera.
guy.
You know, I really, at this point, I'm kind of noticing, though, that, you know, if public maintains their interest in these cases, let's ask the judges to, let's send a clear message. What's the clear message of consent? And this advent of the courts becoming now open for real, and maybe there's a scintilla of hope here. 16 New Hampshire didn't get shaped up real fucking quick.
Here comes
They
the
started
deputy.
broadcasting.
Oh,
That's right.
he got a mask on.
I'm
He ain't
really
going out
excited
to the
about
yard,
this.
though.
It's a game changer.
Oh, I'm with you. I want to stream your court hearings, Supreme Court hearings. I think I may just start a channel just for court hearings like that are streamed. I mean, it is awesome.
Well, hey, since we only have 1 minute, I think that's really intriguing that they just sent out tweets.
Yep.
And yet here they are not wearing masks again.
Well, we need to make phone calls and let everyone in Ghost Riders channel know that we need to make phone calls to the Jeffco detention center.
Maybe
Of
make
course.
a phone call tomorrow when the sheriff is actually on. You know, actually tomorrow's Saturday. But you need to
Call him now.
messages. Ask for Lieutenant Martinelli.
Yep.
We'll ask for the division chief Reardon. For sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Eric, for
Thank you.
being here with us
Thank you
this
very
evening.
much.
We look
And,
forward to
see
broadcasting.
you
this evening.
later.
Yeah, absolutely. We look forward to broadcasting again.
Tomorrow night I'll be talking on something
Thank you for using
channel about
Cirrus.
South
Goodbye.
Dakota.
Awesome. So you heard him, folks. He'll be on Fuck the Police's channel tomorrow evening, and they'll be talking about Big Shitty out in South Dakota.
I'm snapping some pictures.
You
That's
haven't
why
checked out
it's-
his channel.
it's
He's
stopping.
getting screwed up there. If you're an activist, you're getting screwed anywhere. So, but
These are
thank
the
you very
pictures.
much
Some
to
of the
all
pictures I'm going to
you,
be posting on
for
Twitter here
the-
shortly.
For the links that you're posting, all the support. Make sure you like.
Got to get a good
subscribe,
one
and
with
leave
both of them
comments
showing their
for me.
faces.
I'm gonna
Come on,
keep
lift
doing
your head
this
up.
regular podcast with Eric called Brant in a Box. So make sure you tune in on Friday nights right here on Pikes Peak Auditors Podcast.
Come on, lift your head up, guy. All right, come on. You can do it. Lift your head up. There it is. Now the other guy needs to turn around. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Oh yeah, that was a good shot. That was a beautiful shot. That guy's got a mask on. Gee, look how effective that is. We're gonna take a shot of that too. Hanging down below his nose. What do you guys think? Pretty messed up, huh? Alright, you're back up on the top. Get you back in on the thing there. Now that his stream has ended, I can bring up some stuff and I can post things to Twitter. How you doing, Lalouz? Alright, Pikes has ended. Let's bring up the tweet. Hang on a second here. Whatever. Alright, okay. Let me get up the Twitter and bring up the tweet. Yeah, I know it calls his over. I know. I was broadcasting it live. So let me zoom out here, guys, so I can show you this. 2 hours ago now, 17 inmates at the Jefferson County Detention Center tested positive for COVID-19 this week. For full details, read our press release at jeffco.us/civicalerts.something, and it doesn't have them all. So I'm going to bring up the thing here, and it's going to bring up Jeffco County, jeffco.us. Wait for it to come up here, and we'll go down to the bottom and see what they say. Posted on May 8th, which is of course today. They're saying this week, total 17 inmates have tested positive. All inmates have tested positive that have been moved to an isolation module. This outbreak is being handled according to pre-established procedure in line with the National Center for Disease Control, Jefferson County Public Health, and our in-house medical provider, WellPath. Right. WellPath is on the shit list. Any inmate who reports or shows symptoms will be tested and after being moved to an isolation module, blah blah blah, and all inmates and staff continue to practice the established COVID-19 preventative procedure already in place, such as frequently hand washing, wearing a mask, and social distancing when possible. We know that's a lie. So that's what they had to say on Jefferson County's webpage about it. Yeah, except they're not wearing masks. Yes, that's the problem. And we've been telling them this for how long now? A couple weeks? And all of a sudden they have an outbreak. And an entire pod gets shut down because of it. Alright, if you guys look, top right, we got a few lights over here. Top left, it's completely dark. It's shut down. Eric said they shut down an entire pod up there. And I can't see up in that pod. It's the upper one up here. Eric's on the other side, directly on the other side, by the way. Those are the ones that Eric could see through the middle, just by looking through, when they were laughing that his pod was all wearing masks and none of their pod was wearing masks. And Eric's like, you know, this ain't right, that, you know, these guys across from us aren't wearing masks. Well, of course the masks apparently aren't effective. So that's an issue too, right? So we got these two guys. I can't get my finger up. There we go. Right there at the bottom right, not wearing masks, pretty much right next to each other. They're out here exercising. How you doing, Lacey R? And some of these guys on the left, the first guy I saw out here, he wasn't wearing one. I did snap some pictures. This guy, one of the guys is wearing a mask, but it's hanging down, so that both of these guys have them hanging down, so they're not effective at all. Of course, you know, how long have these masks been on their face now? That's the other question. What day of the week is it? It's Friday. That means it's probably been on their face for 4 or 5 days now. Probably 4 days. Here comes one guy with a mask. One guy comes out to the exercise yard on the right side with a mask. So these guys have been wearing that mask since probably Monday. And they're probably already pretty nasty, you know, for having them on that long. So they're wondering what all the fuss is. Well, they got posted today inside of the jail. That's right, cut the plastic. That's right, Brian. There should be a new mask every meal, and it ain't happening. These masks are not even effective. This guy looks like he took off his mask, maybe. No, he still got it. Get some masks. Thank you, JV. We tried donating masks to them. They refused masks, and they said, we have plenty. That's what they said. They have plenty masks. But yet they can only replace their masks once a week. We warned them. We called them. We told them. We complained to the health department. We did everything that we could possibly do, and yet it's still happening. Every one of these inmates in here can enter into a lawsuit now against Jefferson County for endangering their lives. Here's a work release guy on the bottom right. One of them's got a mask. I can't tell about the other one. But every one of these people in this jail can now sue. Yeah, and they wonder why they're having an outbreak now, all of a sudden. We've been warning them for weeks. Weeks. I've been out here multiple times. It's like, nobody's wearing masks. They're screaming they don't have masks. How many videos have I done? At least 2 videos where they were yelling out at me through the bars saying, we don't have masks. And it was only by me showing up here and people calling in that masks were showing up on the pods all of a sudden. But then I'm coming out again and again and finding people without masks. I'm sure that some of these people, like these people here on the top right, they probably have paper masks or had. Those can only last so long before they get torn or, you know, that bad. Cloth ones are even worse because they hang so bad off of their faces that they can't do anything with them. You know, they don't protect you for nothing. So does that guy have a mask on now, or is that a beard? I can't tell. I'll have to get the B500 on it, on the job again. One left guy's got a green mask. Right guy kind of looks like a beard, but it could be a mask. That guy looks like he's got a beard in the middle. These are the guys on work release, guys. These are the ones that come in and out of the jail. The bottom left was the classification pod right there that's all dark. They're probably all shut down now on that side. Everybody probably came down with it. You know? We tried to get them to prevent it, and they did nothing to prevent it. They're still doing nothing. They're not doing their part. They can't blame the inmates for it. They're strict on Eric's pod. They're not strict on these pods. Why? That's the question. Why? Why are these inmates being exposed to COVID? By the guards. It's the only way it's getting in. And then they're moving people from one pod to another that have already been exposed to it. So they're exposing more pods to it. It's only getting worse in there, guys. I think we're lucky that this facility doesn't hold as many inmates as Sterling. Because Sterling holds, what, 2,500? And I don't know what their capacity is at right now, but they hold like 2,500 in Sterling. Denver jail's charging them for replacement masks? You got to be kidding me. Oh my God. I'd have a lawsuit on them so fast. Charging for replacement masks when the health care of these inmates is upon the facility that has them in custody. Whether it's Denver, whether it's Jeffco, whether it's Sterling, it doesn't matter. The health care of those inmates is the responsibility of the facility. They cannot be charged for their health care. They cannot be charged for their preventative measures. Pay us for a clean mask or get COVID. Right. That is so wrong on so many levels. Can you believe that crap, guys? If you need a mask, yeah, definitely cut the plastics doing masks. It's a scam. I don't know about that. We got a lot of positives in this jail. And we still got a stupid deputy in there saying that it's just a cold. They've had 3 deaths in this facility. 2 of them we don't know about yet, that they haven't announced officially. One we know because they announced it and they said it was drug related. The other 2, you can sure bet it's COVID. B is not the cause. I don't know. First one wasn't the cause. The other 2, yeah, can't say that for a fact. Let me see about getting a picture posted to Twitter now. Let me transfer over some photos so I can put up some incriminating evidence. It's connecting to my camera right now. God, I love being able to connect to my camera like this. I don't even have to put a cord on it and transfer files. I just need to tell it to. That's this week cash flow. I said this week. That doesn't mean total. That means this week. All right, I'm down transferring some photos to my phone now. Post up to Twitter. Give me a moment here. Yeah, it isn't right. You know it isn't right. All right, there's the first one. There's a second one. I only need 2 pictures to prove to them that they're full of shit. Oh yeah, definitely. They're only testing them when they show symptoms. They're not testing them and separating them now. You play, you pay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see here. What other ones did I get? Something just did on my Bluetooth speaker there. Hang on, I'm looking for more photos here. Those will probably suffice, those 2. I know I have more on here. Where's the other pictures? Maybe this one. Yeah, 3. 3 pictures I'll post up to Twitter. How's that? And now we got one with a mask playing. About the left side. How many got masks over there? Twitter. There we go. Come on, Twitter, get up here. In a second, we'll have some pictures up on Twitter. Alright, there's one. Let's get another one up. Alright, there's a second picture gone up. They're gonna hate me by the time this is done, I'm telling you. They're gonna come up here and beat me. right? There we go. There's the third picture up. All right. We have some pictures posted. I even gave them advance warning. And if I go there right now and take pictures, I will find inmates not wearing masks. An hour ago, buddy. An hour ago. They had fair warning I was coming. And now they have pictures up with guys no masks or poorly fitting masks that are hanging so low on their faces, or no masks at all. Another one, no mask. You can barely see that one, it's kind of a blur, but you can tell he's not wearing a mask. They are going to be sorry that they even tweet. You know what I mean? When everything that they're putting out is lies, right? Well, cut the plastic. Now that they have 17 cases for this week alone announced, we already know that they're lying to the public. They're required to wear their masks. This guy on the right's wearing a mask. I can't tell about the guy that's his head's just coming up now. He don't look like he's wearing one, but I can't tell for sure unless I get it on the B500. All I know is you know, they'll try to spin it. Sure, they'll try. These pictures are worth probably $50,000 per picture to a lawyer taking them to court over this. You know? I'll bet you it's worth that in a jury awarding damages to these inmates. The guards can't say, oh, they don't want to wear their masks. Yeah, look what they did on Eric's pod when the one refused to wear the mask. They removed him. I don't see that happening here. They had plenty of warning I was coming here, guys. It took me a while to get down here. Probably took me 45 minutes to get down here. And the first thing I find, no masks. Terrorist cam? Yeah, right. What's the matter? You're afraid of seeing the truth? You'd rather watch Fox News or what? You don't want the truth out there that they're not doing their part to protect these people? Where is your upload of the pictures? It's on the Twitter. You have to find the tweet of it. I'm baked. Oh, it's okay with you that these people aren't protected. From what? From what? Where have you been living? On a deserted island and you're just now coming in? What are you going to tell these 2 people that died in here that more than likely is from COVID? Had it in February. Okay. You had a mild case, or how was your case? You would have had to have been one of the first infected if you had it in February. BS. What part of the world are you in, Terrorist Cam? Michigan? Minnesota? I don't remember. Am I? Alright, let's Google date of first COVID case in the US. Let's find out what it says. It says on the first report of a COVID-19 case in the US came on January 20th. So it is possible that you had it. From a man who returned January 15th from visiting family in Wuhan. That's a possibility too. So the shit didn't really hit the fan. Let's take a look here. Oops. First case of COVID in MI. Okay, in Michigan. Okay, it's Michigan. On April 1st, the first ever case of acute was linked to COVID-19. So they're saying April 1st. Hang on, let me find case tracking. Here we go. On March 24th, Michigan declared a state of emergency. Here we go. First dates in Michigan. Here we go. Michigan. They announced today. What's the date on this thing? Lansing, Michigan. I'm trying to find the date on this. Why is there no date on it? First presumptive positive case. And it says today, but it doesn't give the date. What the hell? If I was on my computer, I'd be able to look at a date, I'm sure. I'm baked? Sure. Michigan's COVID-19 death toll exceeds 4,200. On April 10th, it says 1 month since Michigan's first case. So March was the first case for Michigan. Confirmed case. So I'm the one that's baked, huh? So you said you had it in February, but they're saying their first case was in March. So who's baked now? Yeah, I'm sure it was already in France. There was a lot of places that it was here before the United States. There was definitely a lot of places before the United States. The airlines didn't take any precautions at all. They knew it was happening. Did nothing to stop the spread of it. Now, they're just now getting around to saying you need a mask to travel on an airplane. Yes, exactly. BBA, BB22. I had COVID, ghost, prove it. Yeah. No, we don't need proof from that. I mean, the state itself announces when their first case was, and it was in March. So if you had it before, like in February, you would think that they'd go back into the records and say, hey, our first case was in February that we know of. Sometimes the news does their job on investigating. It's possible it's been here longer. States lie, yeah, but media lies too. But that's why we're out here, guys. Because this jail says they're doing everything possible to keep these inmates safe. That they're wearing masks. You know, the deputies are wearing masks, and the inmates are wearing masks. So they're telling the media this. They're telling everybody this. But what do we see right now in front of your eyes? This is live. If he was COVID positive, they would notify you. They'd have to. The CDC is required to notify you if the person was COVID positive. That's a possibility, but I'd rather have a face mask at this point with some of these people around. That's what it takes to get this country going again, is wearing a face mask. I ain't gonna complain. Put face masks on everybody and get this country moving again. HIPAA laws. No, they're required to, for certain things, to report. They get reported. Even if they don't give out the name of the person, they still report deaths related to diseases. It's still a requirement to report them from CDC. And this is a pandemic, so this would be required to report it. And if you've been exposed to it, they're required to notify people that have been in contact with that person. So if they tested positive, yeah. But if they haven't tested the person yet, or if they're waiting for the results of it, then they're delaying their response time, which means they aren't doing everything that they can to protect the citizens. When somebody's died and they were like your roommate, and it takes them 2 weeks to get the results back, in the meantime, you've got it. 2 weeks later, you're looking at a hospital visit, maybe, possibly, you know? So they are not doing what they're supposed to protect the public. Public safety has gone out the window with all these places. The office of Jefferson County Sheriff's Department is the Office of Public Safety. And when they don't wear masks, they put everybody at risk, which they've already done. And then they had 27 test positive, including one that was working on Eric's pod. Yeah, side effect. Yeah. So when you had 27 deputies test positive, and then pretend like they weren't working in this jail or something, And Eric's the only one that said, yes, I've had contact with somebody. That's what got him the masks in there to begin with. Yeah. These people may not like wearing the masks in there, but if they got it, it'll help prevent it spreading to the rest of them. It's not going to prevent them from getting it completely, but some protection is better than no protection. But when you're talking, when you're coughing, when you're sneezing, if you don't have a mask on your face, whoever's in front of you or around you in that area and you have it, it has a high probability of getting it when you're not stopping your coughing or your sneezing or whatever going on. So it's more contagious than the flu. I don't know by how much yet. Everything's opening up all over the country. No one got it from you? Well, that's a good thing. You also have to remember that there is cases of flu going around too. It isn't just COVID going around. There's flu, regular flu. I don't know if this guy has a mask on. Doesn't appear that he does. We got people, we got movement back there on the back left. See him back there? This is on the bottom floor. This is the work release guys that come in and out. How many people got herpes? Yep, no mask. No mask on this guy here. Bottom right. That's the work release guys. No mask on him. So we got another one with no mask. And that's what we keep seeing night after night every time I come out here, guys. Every time. People with no masks. They can't be telling them that they can be out here in the exercise yard with no mask when it's a common area. That's why they shut down all the gyms across the nation. They didn't want it spreading. Some guys are wearing the masks out there in the exercise yard, and a lot of them aren't. I can't believe that these deputies would tell them that they don't have to wear them out there in the exercise yard when they're telling them upstairs in Eric's pod that they have to wear them all the time. They can't take them off to wash them. They have to wear them all the time except for eating, and I think sleeping was the other one, which is just as bad. Depends on how close you're sleeping to somebody. I have no idea if they've been given haircuts. That's something we'd have to ask Eric. So we'll bring it up with Eric on one of the phone calls about haircuts. So that guy right there has a mask. It's not covering his face completely. The other guy, moving to the bottom right there, doesn't look like he's got a mask. Bareback the blue, yeah. They can't even give these guys a clean mask every day, much less worry about haircuts, I'm sure. I'm betting that none of them have had haircuts. 6 minutes to the hour. They're gonna close down here. What's my Twitter? What is my Twitter? Hang on. Since we'll find it on the one thing, my Twitter is, hang on. All right. Come on. There we go. My Twitter, Ghost WR27933, and I don't have the rest of it. Hang on a second. Maybe if I go into it, there we go. 017 is the end of it. That's my Twitter. And that was my warning at 7:48 p.m. that if I go there right now and take pictures, I will find inmates not wearing masks. And that's exactly what happened. I came and found inmates without masks. So, all right. I'm probably missing some chat too because I'm not on live. Yeah, I'm on top chat instead of live chat, so I'm missing things. All right, guys, we're not going to hang around here anymore. I've shown that they are not wearing masks. So it's going to be time to head out of here. We already knew that they wouldn't be. I wasn't trying to be sneaky, Tammy, and they still can't get it right. I come out here, you know, what time did I start my stream? It's almost 10 o'clock now, so it was almost 9 o'clock. So they had well over an hour advance notice that there might be somebody coming to take pictures. So even with advance notice, they couldn't even get their inmates into masks. But they let them get their picture taken wearing no mask or wearing it below their face. I'm putting my tripod up, guys. Hang on a second. So they had well over an hour notice of me coming here. And that was a reply directly to them, by the way. That wasn't just, you know, a post to my channel. That was a post to their reply or their tweet. It was a reply to their tweet directly. And now they have pictures of inmates again with no masks. A lawyer's gonna love all this, guys. Any of these guys in here, any of their families in here, you know, if a person were to die from the COVID in here, every one of the lawyers will be looking at my pictures going, look at this. You're requiring them to wear them, but yet they're not wearing them. Why is that? When they can punish inmates on Eric's pod for it, but not do anything about them on this middle floor of the 3rd and 4th floors. That's a problem for them. So now how are they going to mitigate this issue? They are not doing what they said they're doing. Let's put it that way. So how would that be worded in by a lawyer for it? Malicious, or what other words could be used for that? When they say that they're doing it, but they're not doing it. Wanton disregard, maybe? Yep, and code. Wanton disregard for the health and safety of the Jefferson County inmates. Oh, I should have wiped my lens. Wow, I got a glare on it. That's from my lens being dirty. I forgot to clean it. Invisible death, yeah. So it looks foggy on my lens. It's not foggy out here, guys. It's because my lens is dirty. Only notice it when the lights are, you know, when you get glare on it. That's from your fingers touching the lens and not paying attention to it and not cleaning your lens before you shoot. I usually wipe it before I shoot, but I was in a hurry because I wanted to get those guys on a recording of them not wearing the masks. And I did. So you guys didn't get to see a lot of glare because it wasn't lights that would cause a glare. Come on. I gotta fix that. Doesn't want to unlock with the button all the time. Poor reception on the remote or on the vehicle. Alright, guys. We'll drive you into town because I got to drive towards Brian's house. So we'll see if we see any cop stops on the way. How's that? We can do that. Let me get you up on there temporarily. Hang on. Hopefully you're going to stay in place there before I lock you in. I'll get that lens clean for you guys, and then it won't be so glary on the trip into town. Here, I'll show you. All right, see how the glare is gone now? Most of it. So when you see that on your screen, you know that your lens is got a little bit of oil from your fingers on it. All right, that's about as clean as I'm going to get it. But you notice there's not glare and it doesn't look like there's fog out here anymore. All right, Brian, you still on here? What's money hungry, terrorist cam? Who's money hungry? The counties, the states? They're all going to get money from it. Everybody's getting money from it. The states, the counties, the cities, they're all getting money from this virus. Pikes. Yep. All right, let me text Brian. I think he turned it off. Yeah, that could be. My windshield's semi-clean at least tonight. I did wash it earlier, but every time I drive down the highway, I get more bugs. Oh wow, I got a lot of bugs on my windshield now. I did wash it before I came down. The bugs are really out though, so they get my windshield pretty bad. I need one of them bug screens on the front or something, I think. Or just ignore it and wash my windshield a lot like I usually do. I've never been a big fan of them bug shields. Now the question is, should I take the quick way over to Brian's or not? If I take the quick way, I might as well end the live stream though, because it'll just be on 6th Avenue. He probably is wanting to go to bed. Use trick photography, computer manipulated. Yeah, on a live stream. How are you gonna manipulate something on a live stream? They can say it all they want. That doesn't mean it's true. Video, it's, you know, pretty tough to manipulate as it's live and happening. Well, yeah, there's places where it hasn't hit at all. So you will find areas where nobody's getting sick. All it takes is one person having it and exposing it to other people, though, and then everybody's in that they know, you know, like playing poker or whatever, they all get it. I think I'll take the quick way so that I don't keep Brian waiting. So we'll just take a quick trip down 6th Avenue into Denver. See if I can clean up some of them bugs. That ain't helping much. Them bugs really stick to this windshield. Meep meep. Zombie. Yep. Less sticky bugs. Somebody needs to spray them with Pam before they hit my windshield. Is that it? No stick variety bugs. Teflon. Ah, there you go. Well, I didn't see them. Not until they hit the windshield anyway. are still out here on the highways enforcing speed limits, by the way. Saw plenty of them. At least they changed their sign to motorcycles are out instead of stay home. You guys are unusually quiet tonight. Yeah, divide. Yeah. I think I've been there a time or two. Yeah. Drivers and stuff, yeah. Nothing worse than going onto your computer, doing a live stream and not having things work as planned. Nerdy shit, yep. Well, sometimes they do. That's a fast car. Bet you he'll catch up to me in a few seconds. I need to be out of this lane. And that wasn't the car. Okay, guys. We're almost into town. And then, well, we are in Denver, but we're almost at the cutoff point. This is actually the edge of Denver right here in Sheridan. There's that car that was coming onto the highway. I knew it wouldn't take them long to catch up. Corvette. Yeah, my parts came in from my Jeep. The ones that I've ordered through the one place, through Amazon, they came in. Challenge him to a race. Jeep versus Vet. Who do you think will win? Straight six against a... I don't even know what that has in it. It's probably a V8. Yeah, Princeton code. I just need 50 pounds of nitrous. Yeah. Of course, at the end of that race, I'd need a new motor. I think that much nitrous would actually melt the motor with all the heat. If it didn't explode. Or do both. Jet fuel. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Hold my beer and watch this shit. That's right. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it. We're back in town. I'm going to be heading towards Brian's now. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for the donations. And we will catch you later. I'm going to turn on the scanner and see if I hear anything before heading home, though. But I need to stop at Brian's first. So we will catch you guys later.